What is up, my Tough Build community? It's your boy, Tough Build, coming back at you guys with another video, guys. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It has been so long since I've uploaded a video. I do sincerely apologize. Today, I need to get this Mustang cleaned up. If you guys can actually see how dirty she is, I'm just gonna give you a quick glance around the vehicle. I need to clean up all this stuff on the outside. I am going to be looking for a spot to get the actual paint color to the Mustang, because when it was a rental, if you guys could see all this boo-boos on the backside of the bumper, I do have a crack in my windshield that I'm actually working on right now, and I'm trying to figure out how am I going to replace this glass, because the crack is actually growing and it's getting out of control. So pretty soon I'm gonna have to figure out how to replace my windshield. It's gonna cost 520 bucks to get that done, and then we move on to the next step. New merch has dropped, guys, and I actually got something better than what I had before. So if you have not had the chance yet to go ahead and go check that out at tvc.com at Teespring. You guys can always check out the new latest jackets that I have created. Also created one for Vilside. If you want to be a part of our car community, if you're located in Arizona, California, let's spread it around. Let's get these jackets going, guys, and get this channel rolling out with 1,000 subscribers. Well, guys, that's one car done, one car out of the way. I'm gonna show you guys what she actually turned out to. If you actually look at her now, she doesn't have that black spots or anything on there. It is actually really cold, so don't mind the little watermarks that you see on the paint. The wheels came out really, really well. I really like that. Came out nice and shiny. The windows are nice and clean again. I can actually drive and see where I'm going. Let's check out the interior from when I showed you guys the first time. The interior has been completely vacuumed. Also wiped down everything inside of here. Even this side is clean. I don't know, I think that carpet is changing colors now, that whatever was on there, the mud probably. I'm gonna try to get it out though. I have carpet cleaner that might take it out, but it might not. Silver Bullet is finally clean. My brother actually just got home with his Jeep. So the Jeep needs a lot of work. The interior, very, very messy. It's gonna need a vacuum, a full wipe down. You guys can actually see all the dust and everything on the steering wheels. We got all of this nasty stuff from splashing soda. We have the dash that still needs to be done, his rear view mirror that's gone. And also, I've also wanted to tell you guys, that's not gonna be all that I have to do with his Jeep. His Jeep, actually the light bulbs, this is the one that I changed out last time, but we gotta go ahead and change out this one. So I'm gonna be putting this in the video so that way you guys know how to change out a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So if you notice that my title is actually named Jeep Grand Cherokee 2015 light bulb change, well, this is the reason why right here, but I wanted to include Silver Bullet. I want to tell you guys a little bit about that and how that's been going for me lately, and it's actually been treating me pretty damn good for an EcoBoost, and she still has a lot of power. There's a few things that I gotta fix on Silver Bullet. Noticing that the window right here is cracked. I have a few chips in the paint now from the rocks out here, but I am definitely going to be getting this girl detailed and back to the way that she used to be. I have the rear bumper that I'm going to be repainting very soon. I'm gonna try to look for, if you guys even know where I can get Ford's paint, I want a gallon of it so I can spray it using spray cans or touch-up paint. It's complete garbage. I don't want to use it. I'd rather use, you know, the original paint that came on this car. I am definitely going to have to do the front bumper eventually. It has quite a lot of nicks and knacks on there, so I have to use some body filler and fix it up. Alright guys, so we're taking this, all of this mess, and we're going to turn this in to this. The Jeep is finally clean. As you can tell, we got nice shiny rims now and tires, and if I take you guys into the cab, you're gonna see that I actually took the pleasure of cleaning the glass and the whole door. You can actually see no more trash here. It's clean from here. The seats have been cleaned and shined. It was very messy, just to let you know. Steering wheel has no more grime on the side. It is 100% looking really, really fantastic. Then you got this, you got the gauge cluster. Everything came out really clean. And in this spot right here, I don't know what that is, but for some reason it's not coming off, so it might be scratched. And then you got the passenger side looking really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys in the back seat now and show you the back seat. Back seat's pretty good, even from the carpet. I call this my A1 package. This is Tough Build's A1 package. It smells really, really good in here now, and the seats actually look really, really good too. Trunk looks great. Car is clean. So now we got a clean Mustang, and we got a clean 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Feels good. But the real thing is getting to these lights. There's a few ways that you guys can do this. Keep in mind, it is very complicated if you make it that way. Turn your car on. Don't need to start it. Well, actually you do, because you need to start the power steering pump. So turn it on. Turn the wheel that way first, so the wheels go that way. And then there's going to be a little door in here. You're going to see this door right here. Now this door, you just take it and turn it and pops out, which I'm going to show you guys that right now. I just got to turn the wheel. And then I'm going to show you guys how to take the light bulb out from this side. It is, like I said, a very big pickle to get her out. The same thing on the other side. So the other side, you want to turn the wheels that way. And then unloosen that door, and the bulb itself is right here. The projector bulb. This is your high beam. So that's your bulb. So we got to take that one out. Jeep did make this very complicated to change out your light bulb. But anyways, you go ahead and unscrew this. It only goes, well, two ways. You can unscrew it. It just sticks onto this guy right here. Then inside of here, it's probably better to pop your hood so you can have some more light shining down here. And you're just reaching pretty much for the projector bulb. So make sure you're getting this one closest to the side marker. That's the bulb you want. Don't pull that high beam out. You want the low beam. And then we have to do the same thing to that side. So right now, as you can tell, I do have the wheel turned. You want it turned as much as you can without cranking the wheel all the way. Keep in mind, it does do harm to your power steering if you do keep it on and you're doing this. So just turn it and turn it back off. You don't want to, break your power steering pump. Then as you guys know, there is a second door that covers that lamp up. So you're gonna untwist this one. And the way that I got the bulb out, sorry, I've used my middle finger and I pushed up on it, and then it just came off, and then I just took it out. Your wire to that light is right here. So that's the wire to the light bulb. I got one out, only took me maybe less than that, maybe like 2 minutes to do all that. The passenger side is definitely gonna be easier. So if the driver's side's a little bit complicated, the passenger side, believe me, is 10 times easier. So back to what I was actually showing you guys on the other side is you just take it and you turn it, and first lid is out. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna reach in here and you go, okay, where is my bulb at? And I found it. It actually might be easier for the passenger side to get it from here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the light there. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in here, and the lid only turns one way. So what I'm gonna do is go in here and turn it, and she's loose. All right, there she is. So doing it from the engine bay is actually a lot more easier than doing it from the hole. I don't know if it's gonna be easier to get the bulb out from the top of the engine, but I'm gonna go ahead and try. You do that, you just grab the bulb, twist it that way towards the driver's side, and it should pop right out. Now, once you are done replacing the bulbs on each side, I strongly recommend to change both bulbs at the same time. Don't replace one because the other one most likely is not too far behind. You're gonna run into the same problem. So let's go ahead and start the car and make sure they both work. And it looks like we have light, ladies and gentlemen. on both sides. Do a sweep around. Oh yeah, go ahead and turn back your steering wheel, by the way. Check the back bulbs. This bulb right here was dead a few days ago, so I think he might have a wire problem. You might want to go check that out, the dealer. Other than that, the lights are done, the car is clean, the tires and rims have been done. It's good as golden, guys. Alright guys, this is my homeboy's Dodge Charger SXT. Really good car, we just want to get it modified a little bit more. The light, as you guys are looking at right now, is pretty dull. We want to try to brighten up these lights so he can actually see better in the night. And he's always trying to beef up this car. This car is just beautiful. The fog lights also still need to be redone. I'm not going to do them. He's actually going to take them to a shop. We're just going to be covering the high beam and the low beam. We're going to get all that situated and done. And if you come over here, I'm going to show you guys the ones on your left are going to be his high beams, and the one on your right is going to be his low beams. The one in the middle is his fog lights, which, you know, you really don't need them here in Arizona, but they make the car look beast when you got all of them going. So we're going to come back over here to the car. I'm going to show you guys the little connector and the door that you have to take off to ordinary to get into the unit. And Jeep and Dodge and everybody likes to put these on to stop dust from getting inside your lens. This right here, what I'm lifting up right now, as you guys can tell, is the connector to get the bulb off. How I got it off, because they're a pain in the butt. You take this screwdriver, you shove it in the sides right here, it pops the bulb right out. You're going to go back over here. I'm going to show you guys the light bulb, what they actually look like. The plug and play unit already has a resistor, fan on the back. It's up to you if you want to enclose it, but my choice, I wouldn't. I'll just leave it open so that way the bulbs actually can stay cold. And here in Arizona in the heat, you want to be very careful with that as well. You might have to actually zip tie these somewhere. I wouldn't say put them in the lens, but it's up to you. Got these light bulbs installed. Sorry that it's really dark, but we wanted to show you guys what they actually look like compared to the brand new one that you guys see on your left hand side, and the one that you guys see on your right hand side is the stock bulb. As you guys can tell, it makes the car front end look super killer. I actually like the wider bulbs compared to the stock bulb.
Well, that pretty much does it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you guys go ahead and give this video a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Leave a comment down in the section down below. Let me know what you guys think about new Silver Bullet's name. I would like to hear you guys' opinion. I want to take this time to thank every single one of you guys that has smashed that subscribe button, that has came to my channel, that has supported me for all these years. I really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, guys. I'm really excited for the next generation of 2020. Let's go ahead and continue growing TBC. Let's go to the next level, get her up to 1,000. And the only way that we're going to be able to do that, guys, if you help me sharing my videos and giving them a thumbs up, so that way it shows that I'm making good content, and it shows YouTube to put me on the A1 list with that thumbs up. I love you all. Once again, guys, you were just watching Tough Build. My name is Chris. I'll see you guys in the next banger.
With